Hey, this is Red Foster Dad. Today's video is all about worm pea, worm tea, however you want to call it. The worm tea is a great byproduct of having a worm farm, and it's a great nitrogen, nutrient-rich fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, in order to fertilize all the seedlings that we have, the potted trees that we have, the potted plants, and just about anything that you can grow. All right, so part 2 of the series for having a worm farm is harvesting the leachate, which is basically the worm pea. This is the worm farm that we have in here. I've got it in two 27-gallon bins that I got from Home Depot. Top bin has holes drilled along the top, holes drilled along the bottom. The worm, soil, food, cardboard, the worms themselves are all in this top bin. I have the bottom bin, which is this one right here. Has 0 holes drilled in it, because what it does is it captures the leachate, which is, again, basically the worm pea. And that's that liquid that you see down in here. I have these bricks set in there to suspend that top bin from that bottom bin in order to keep the worms in that soil from just like marinating in this worm pea, because we want the worms to have some kind of drainage so that they're not just being suffocated, because they do need some oxygen. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these bricks out, drop them, dribble them off, and then I'm going to kind of swoosh this around a little bit, mix up all those nutrients, all that sediment. As you can see, there's a good amount in there. I've got a little pump sprayer that I'm going to pour into, so that whenever I can mix this as a 1-to-1 ratio, so 1 part worm pea and 1 part water. Let's see how well I can do this in this windy day. Got a little spillage. So I'm going to go a 1-to-1 ratio. Had a lot of spillage, but that's quite all right, because even though it got on me, which is gross, I'm going to be able to take this, put some water in here. All right, now that I have the mixture as a 1-to-1 ratio, give it that, good little shake, and then I'm just going to mist. Like I said, you just want to mist it. You don't want to have a whole bunch in there. Now, as far as these trees, I'm just going to kind of pour the solution into it. Again, you don't need a whole lot. You just need a little bit. This is going to, I used only about 3/4 of this between the trees and my seedlings. So again, harvesting worm pea, turning it into worm tea so that we can fertilize. It's another byproduct of the worm farm. The worms have been getting busy in order to continue to make more babies. We have a lot in here, and they are red wigglers. Someone did ask, what they were. They are red wigglers. They're right there. It's a type of earthworm. You can use European night crawlers. You can use fishing worms that you buy at the bait shop. You can use whatever kind of worm that you find cheap. You don't need a lot of that spray on there, because it's very concentrated worm pea. You just need like a light spray, light watering with it, because it's very potent, very concentrated. You can burn your plants because of how nutrient and nitrogen rich it is. And so you want to make sure that whenever you are doing it, it's not saturating. It's just coating it with water. And in order to give it that nutrient-rich worm tea.
Thank you.